So 3, 2, 1. So 3, 2, 1. You really just want to avoid hugging walls as much as you can so that your climb up top hat tower is more efficient. Yes. Many people prefer Joy-Cons because of motion controls. I don't know what controller you guys are using, so.
Pro.
Pro. You guys are both using Pro? Alright, I'm the odd one out then, huh?
Ew.
Hey, that's rude. So, once you're out of Cap, you get Cascade, which is a very, very pretty kingdom. And basically the good thing when it comes to...
Ew.
Really quick, you're having some stream problems there, Conman.
I looked on OBS, it looks fine to me.
OBS can be deceiving. I don't know what's going on. But one thing I noticed about this game after doing some commentary for the currently ongoing on Speed Gaming, there is a any % tournament for Super Mario Odyssey. And one thing I've noticed doing a lot of commentary for that tournament, most kingdoms you'll see will mainly have 1 or 2 major enemy types that will be the basis of what you'll be controlling or doing in that kingdom. So right here, there's going to be a lot of uses of chain chomps that the game will make us or try and fail because we have really cool movement to make us use. And so, as I mentioned, we have a lot of nice movement with Cappy in this game, so we're going to be doing a nice little skip here. One of you guys want to talk about it? I'm not quite sure how the skip works.
Okay, so we're gonna capture the dinosaur, probably the best capture in the game. And normally, you're supposed to go around, use either the chain chomp or the dinosaur to break blocks, go through a 2D section, and climb up to Mama Brutal. But we can just skip that with using the trampoline.
Yeah, you skip a lot of that level due to this exploit.
Yeah. Also, just a heads up, I've been talking about commentary. If you guys ever want to explain something and I'm talking, like, don't let me, like, mute you, please. Because if you let me talk a lot, I'm going to talk a lot. But one thing that doesn't need much explaining is Madame Brood here. a very self-explanatory fight of knocking a chain chomp into a rabbit. That's all I got.
Practically went through that last moon. Don't know what happened there.
I just danced around the grand moon here. Also, according to people working on tech, I know there's might be a few issues, and I'm sorry. Mixer is most likely the one having some issues right now, so please excuse us. But, Cascade is pretty short. It's an opening kingdom, so it's only making you collect 5 moons, and the grand moons, or the multi-moons if anyone's playing on English. I don't know if anyone would be, though. I believe...
Ew.
No.
I believe this is Japanese. I don't know Asian characters.
I think you're playing on either simplified... I think it's simplified Chinese you're playing on.
Either way, this language that we're playing on is faster than English because of text boxes.
Chinese was originally thought to be faster, but they found out Japanese even faster than Chinese.
I just play whatever one's on the bottom of the language select.
That's simplified Chinese, I think.
Oh, okay, oops. But coming up is, we're done with the openers. We've had Cat and Cascade. Now we have Sand. Sand's a big boy. Sand will see us do a lot of movement and a lot of tricky techniques to get 16 moons. And it will all be done relatively quickly if we play it right. Like 5 minutes probably at most. Or around that area.
I think due to Conman's lag, I don't think anyone can actually hear us.
Ooh, that might be a problem. We might have switched audio if that's the case. I don't know. Somebody in chat, can we hear it? Can you hear us? Hello? This is Major Tom to ground control. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, the pole. And there's my bird. Alright. So I'm having a bit of a mishap right now. Cappy is homing onto a light pole when I just want to use him to dive to get up here. Alright, so audio was switched to coming from my stream. So we can be heard now, hopefully, as long as I don't drop, which could happen, but... So there's a few things to keep in mind when it comes to Sand. One thing in particular is going to be there's a bird flying around the entirety of the kingdom, and usually you want to get that bird, and depending on what route you do through Sand, you'll want to meet that bird at different cycles of movement of where the bird will be in the kingdom at the time you get to specific spots where the bird is actually obtainable. So for example, I got the bird pretty early on there. I wanted to get it as the first moon, but unfortunately I messed up my movement, so I had to get it on that dune as a backup. But like, you'll see some routes will do bird at the end. Like, I don't know what route HD is doing, but usually the faster routes, and HD is the best PV out of us four here, will do bird near the end.
I got it at the beginning.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm a big fat liar.
Haven't done Sphinx Clip in a while, so I'm taking the safer route.
I don't imagine any of us would do Sphinx Clip during this type of event. I'm struggling with the top of the archway. Why would I do Sphinx Clip?
I haven't played this game in a month until yesterday.
And me too, basically. It's been like a few weeks, and I didn't even play yesterday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're like...
all rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our fault, really. We probably shouldn't have done that, but we did, and we suffer now.
Oh my god,
so
please.
The Sphinx... We mentioned Sphinx Clip. Some people, including myself, will go into the Sphinx even if we are not doing the clip. because there's a lot of money inside that Sphinx treasure area. And we are going to be buying 2 moons throughout the course of this run, which will equal 200 coins spent throughout the course of the run. So, if you go to the Sphinx, you can basically just immediately get enough money. And that'll save half a second in a menu later on in the run. But I don't really know. I think the current fastest route does Sphinx clip. So.
Yeah, it's like 15 seconds faster.
Yeah, there's a way to clip through a wall to get into the Sphinx treasure area that I'm close to entering, like, without doing the quiz, but I'm going to be doing the quiz, just taking it slow and safe.
I don't know, like, what's your bitrate at, Conman?
Let me check. When I can.
Maybe try loading
Yeah.
it. May help.
Now that's one thing Conman mentioning when I can check.
My capture card just froze.
Oh.
That's not good.
That's one thing, though, Conman mentioning when I can check. This game has you focused hands on the controller from start of a kingdom to end with no breaks, really, at all. So a lot of the movement has to be really quick and focused.
Unless you die a lot like me.
Please. So coming up on my end, you might have already seen it on another end. So I'll try and keep the explanation brief. I'm going to be doing a skip called Jaxi Ruin Skip. And I'm going to get a moon called the Treasure of Jaxi Ruins using a bit of an unintended strat involving this bullet bill.
Don't grab the cactus.
I'm gonna crash this bullet bill into a wall and then wall jump off of that wall and hopefully not bonk. Alright, I made it. So that's a strat. It's fast because this can be a pretty quick moon to grab and we don't have to go into the secret sub area that's in the ruins because we are able to use that bullet bill to get up there. That chest that I didn't open had 50 coins, and if you don't get a lot of coins from the Sphinx, it can be a good idea to grab that chest with the 50 coins. But I'm not going to because I already have my 200. It can be a good backup if you die, so I should have taken it, but I didn't. So coming up, I'm heading out of Sand King. Oh, sorry.
My capture card, so...
Okay.
Hopefully, if Mixer's being nice again, it'd be fine.
One of you guys are in Lake by now, right?
I'm just entering it.
Okay. Do you want to talk about Lake? One of you? Because I'm just finishing Sand.
Sure. So, Lake's a pretty short kingdom. Not really much to explain, but for the majority of it, you're a cheap. I messed up the boss fight on this last one here. Okay, so usually, Rango's probably the hardest brutal, but with the speedrun strat, you just destroy him right when he becomes vulnerable. Takes his hat off.
It's probably the hardest speedrun strat because it still involves a bit of timing, but he's not as hard as he is casually.
And you don't have to fight the brutal in every kingdom. There is a brutal in every kingdom, but we only fight him when it's fastest.
Not in every.
Well...
They're in most kingdoms there are.
Most. I'm trying to figure out where they're not.
Seaside, Metro... That's all I can think. Yeah, Seaside, Metro, not including the smaller kingdoms like Cloud and Lost.
Cloud and Ruined.
And Ruined, yeah. Oh no. Mario didn't grab, Cappy didn't grab the zipper with the homing grab. I'm so sad.
Alright, so I'm moving on to one of the probable harder kingdoms to optimize, Wooded. The dreaded Wooded.
Wooded is actually one I'm rather okay with because the movement with the enemies, I mentioned the enemies, there's kind of like a group of enemies that pertain to a kingdom and you use most of the time. group of enemies you'll be using in Wooded is probably my favorite set.
Yeah, I will say I hated this kingdom casually, but I do love the speed movement.
I didn't get the ground pound moon at the beginning of Lake. Alright, that's not barely any time though. We're fine. One thing the game doesn't tell you about unless you go inside the action guide is if you press both the dive and the surface button at the same time as a Cheep Cheep, you do a speedy spin.
I just lowered my bit rate.
Alright.
I'm still dropping frames, that's not good.
Oh, jeez. Alright.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I'm goofing here.
Yeah, this is a very easy game to mess something up.
Hold on, let me restart this so I can fix the frame drops.
Alright. So I'm headed out of Lake soon. I just need to grab that one moon at the beginning of the kingdom I accidentally skipped. Are you nearing the flooded pipeway, HD?
I'm about to enter there.
Alright, because I'm going to explain something that usually ends up not being too relevant until you get to...
Why is the stream not stopping?
Until you get to flooded pipeway, is that when you get a moon in this game, you will be fully healed. If it's not a multi-moon, if it's just a normal power moon, there will be a cutscene of you healing after each area, once you get the moon. So, you're going to, if you have 2 HP, that cutscene will take 2.2 seconds, and if you have 1 HP, that cutscene will take 2.5 seconds. So that flooded pipeway with the fuzzies and the moving water is a very important area of damage management, because if you manage to take 2 damage on the way to both moons, you lose 5 seconds over a damageless pipeway, which can be pretty big at higher levels. Alright, so I'm just entering Wooded now.
Now, coming up, what most top runners usually do is a little bridge skip here. It saves about 2 seconds, but not practicing it.
It's very
can
risky.
Make that very difficult, so I'm not going to go for that right now.
And speaking of falling off of stuff, Wooded Kingdom is a terrible place to have a mistake, because if you're in like the first half of the kingdom, there's a very, very high chance that when you fall off, instead of dying, you'll be sent to a place called the Deep Woods. And in the Deep Woods, you can't warp out of it. You have to actually find a way out of it. But there's barely any moons that are like quick to get. If you want, you can take a backup moon from the Deep Woods, but I don't really know how quite worth it that is. So you can't really get any moons there, and you just have to take a little bit amount of time to find a way out. So it's really just a huge time waste.
Yeah.
Alright. So I guess for a little bit, we can talk about, I mentioned this earlier, but currently there's a on the Speed Gaming Network, there's being hosted a Mario Odyssey any % tournament for this game, this category. And I don't know if Catz was in it, but I know HD, you were in it, and Conman, you might have been in it. So do you guys want to talk about your experiences with that and just kind of running this game in general? Because we don't have too much to talk about. Okay, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is, under a pressure, especially like a no reset pressure, like a run like this, you can see, and we've mentioned this with HD safe strats, a lot of nerves can come out in quick thinking situations, which can make runs like this very hard to do live.
Well, I will say, a lot of underlevel players did enter that tournament, and in the beginning, you obviously faced them, so even though it may be worth it to go strats, just because of how underleveled they are.
That's true. I was one who got eliminated from my group stages because I was a low seed in my group. I was, I believe, 3rd seed between a 111 player and a 114 player, so...
I'm still in the tournament, I think. Yeah, round 2. I have to do my match.
Yeah. Recently, there was a pretty hyped match between Samurai Man, who you may know for being good at 3D Mario, and the world record holder for this game, Nicrovetta. I think that's how you say it.
Nitro, maybe? I don't even
Nitro.
know.
I mean, the way it's spelled, the capitalization is on his YouTube, it looks like Nick is his first name, and then Rovetta is like a last name. So I always just say Nick Rovetta.
Alright, got the first fast strat on Cloud Kingdom.
Nice.
Oh shit, you're already in Cloud.
Oh geez, I just fell off and wooded.
Let's see how this goes.
I think. I can save this. Nope, I can't. I'm done. So,
Right,
Cloud...
2 for 2.
Cloud Kingdom is the first of the 2 Bowser fights in the game. And Bowser... There are a lot of pretty tricky strats you can do to make the fight just marginally faster.
Alright, 3 for 3.
Nice!
Good Cloud.
I'm currently struggling a bit in Wooded. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself.
So what did we say was the deal with CatzWitz's mic?
It's not working, but CatzWitz can still hear us.
Gotcha.
I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate, and I don't really know a solution. I'm not very good with technical stuff, so huge shout-outs to like the people on the Restream team for this marathon who have been able to make technical things happen, because I don't understand what they're doing.
I mean, when something doesn't work, I just hit refresh a bunch until it works.
Exactly, that's what I do. Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
That's the strat.
That's the strat.
Have you tried blowing in the cartridge?
Well, the strat for you, because you're in Lost Kingdom, is a lot more than just turning it off and turning it back on. Lost Kingdom is... Ooh, buddy. So, the thing with Lost Kingdom is... It's a huge sequence break in a speedrun. There's basically a bird, Klepto, you might remember from Super Mario 64, who takes Cappy when you step at a certain point. So what you try and do is, at the beginning of the kingdom, you do a jump to try and go around the trigger where Klepto will take Cappy, and then you work your way getting moons, because you're going to need 10 moons there to repair the Odyssey, while also trying to make it to where Klepto's perch is, because if you anger Klepto, the game will think that, okay, you got the Klepto, so your hat is already stolen, and he won't try and steal it again.
Pretty bad segment there.
It's not too much you can do. And then after that, you can just really get the rest of the moons once you don't have to worry about Klepto. But if you die, Klepto will re-trigger, so be careful. many tournament races have been decided by a klepto capture, so it can be a major loss. Alright, so I'm currently about to be headed into Cloud. I don't know how far along everybody else is.
I'm just entering Lost.
Okay.
I'm in the cutscene right before we land in Metro.
Oh yeah. You get to talk about Metro because you're there and I don't wanna.
All right. Night Metro specifically is a very hard segment of the run, big run killer, due to the fact that you have to go through the notorious Town Hall, which I will show off when I get there. Hopefully, I perfect it. Because that would suck if I didn't.
Yeah, there's a lot of just tricky platforming. The beginning of Metro is a huge sequence break. We're skipping a roadblock that would usually make us go to a construction area.
Okay, I got the first wall kick. Okay, Town Hall.
Good luck.
No, over here. Dang it!
Oh no. That doesn't sound good.
Alright, get the moon. Let's see if I can clear this gap.
Good luck on the final gap.
Alright, we're good.
Nice.
So, pretty difficult boss fight coming up. Well, not so much difficult, but getting a 2-cycle, rather, is very difficult.
2-cycle will save a significant amount of time on the boss, so...
Yes, for a top runner, if you don't get this 2-cycle, your run's basically dead.
Yeah.
Very imperative that you get this.
Have you guys ever noticed how broken the Mecha Wiggler is?
Very.
What kind of broken? Like game broken or like...
Probably, he's probably meaning like...
Like how it looks.
Could be...
Like game broken.
Like you hit one of them and it doesn't register?
Yeah, a problem can be the motion control aiming on the tanks is great.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. This
It's
whole
great.
boss fight sucks. About it.
Yeah. I'm just kind of crawling through Lost right now.
Okay, I did get a 2-cycle. We're in there.
Okay, hold up. Give me a second. I'm in a really fishy spot right now. Okay, we're good. What? I'm speechless.
I hate to ask what happened.
I got kleptoed when I landed on one of the
Well, that's
propeller
pretty
platforms.
self-explanatory.
I was on a propeller platform.
I see on the restream, yeah. Wait, what?
I actually don't know. Is it just too late if you end up having to grab that pole?
I really have no clue. I've never seen that.
Alright, well,
Up there, he's not supposed to take Cappy.
you guys get to see what it looks like then, at least. I messed that up.
Thanks for being the test subject.
No problem, my run's terrible anyways. Alright, so that's what you're supposed to skip. And I should have skipped. I'm calling bowl on the game there.
Oh, please get up on the awning.
So by now you're in daytime Metro, correct?
Yes.
Daytime Metro, you know daytime Metro. If you know this game, you know
my
daytime.
good buddy on the bench here.
Bench friend. What a good friend.
I actually just swapped to Joy-Cons.
Nice.
Because I tend to have better luck with motion controls.
Nice. I'm currently using Joy-Cons. I'm a Joy-Con player. Alright.
Joy-Cons are disgusting everywhere else except Mega Wiggler Fight. Keepo.
You're disgusting. Got him. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can get the moon under the bridge deathless. Nope. That saves like 2 seconds overdoing the death warp, I think. Alright. I'm headed on my way to Metro soon.
I did not get a 2-cycle.
Dang.
Dude, these fireballs. What? That's not right.
What happened?
The game blocked one of the orbs I hadn't hit with an orb I did hit, so I couldn't hit it.
Oh no. That sucks.
Please, thank you.
So you can see what you mentioned earlier, just how kind of broken that fight is and can make it kind of not as enjoyable.
I got the legendary 4-cycle, Kipo.
Nice!
Oh god. That was loud.
Sorry. I'm just so impressed by
No,
that.
no, that was my Joy-Cons. I put
Oh.
them on the table and they started rattling.
Oh. I thought it was my nice. Yeah. That's me being scared noises.
Oh.
You're already at the drummer? Jeez.
Yeah.
OTEP,
That's-
PogChamp.
You're gonna have to wait for my audio to get to OTEP. If my stream cuts out and you don't hear OTEP audio, I will be sad.
All right.
My internet's not too good, because if you see the weather on my screen, yeah, that's how it is, like, outside right now.
It's very crucial I go to Seaside first.
Yeah, you didn't get money.
Oh shoot, I did not want to do that.
Oh, shoot. You did not get money, did you?
Nah.
Yeah, no, I did Sphinx, so I have the money. I'm going to be going to Snow first. So we're going to have a bit of disconnect about, it looks like, who's where. And I'm into Town Hall now.
Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, I got that at least. Good start.
You and CatzWitz are relatively close.
Me? Who?
You and Cats,
Alright, that's good to know.
but he is near the top as you're entering.
Oh, I'm in last? Wow. Alright. I've not been having a great run. It's good to see CatzWitz doing pretty alright, though. Again, we had technical difficulties with CatzWitz's mic, so we can't hear him, unfortunately. I just messed up the jump at the end of the Town Hall. Alright, so you saw that jump done by maybe HD and Conman at the end of the Town Hall that I just fell, so I'm not going to be attempting the jump again. Oh my goodness, even when playing the game normally, I can't do anything right. Oh my goodness. I landed on a railing.
Oh, jeez.
Where is it? There it is.
Alright. Hug that wall if you need to, Mario. Alright, there we go. I'm finally out of the town hall after a bit of struggling. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can get the 2 cycle.
Alright, so Seaside is basically like a lake. You're just a cheap for most of it.
Yeah, you do some early normal movement stuff where you skip some aquatics by using some good jumps, and then you just become a cheap and swim around until it's time to end.
Yeah, not too much to explain here, but snow on the other hand.
Snow is where I'll be heading first, but I think at this rate you'll be in snow before me still.
Yeah, a lot of interesting movement to talk about there.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna try to attempt the difficult tech, but we'll see how that goes.
Good luck with that. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get 2 cycle on the Wiggler. I got it. Alright. That was scary. Alright.
Okay, Seaside's done. Snow's next.
So I'm headed into Daytime Metro, which you've already seen twice done, and the third person's already like halfway through it. So I don't feel like I have too much to explain about it. So you can go ahead with your snow explanation.
I'll explain it as I do it.
That's fair.
I can't really remember what I'm supposed to do.
Well, all I really need to talk about is how I'm throwing my hat there, and then once I get this, I messed it up. I was going to try and get the moon quick enough so that I could use motion controls as soon as I got the moon, and Cappy would home in on that electric pole. Yeah, Piner, I'm using the wrong language.
Alright, Captain Toad. I'm pretty sure this is the only Captain Toad moon we get in 80%,
Yep.
so say goodbye.
And it's
Until
the
the next
one where
person
we
talks
make
to
him
him.
freeze to death.
Just had to be.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Wow, rude.
Oh my god, I'm dumb.
Sneeze.
I had a little bit of trouble getting that first moon in the Shiveria town.
Yeah, the entrance one. That was the wrong warp point. Fun fact. I was supposed to warp to the top of the town hall, and I warped to the helipad.
Rip.
It's whatever. It's a very minuscule time loss. Unless I do that.
Isn't
then
that like 10 seconds?
Yeah, unless I bonk there, and at that point I'm just gonna actually warp to the right place. Alright. So, here's a dumpster where my run belongs.
Oh, jeez. Alright, I already messed up. It's fine. Decent backup.
Boom.
That is not what you're supposed to do, Mario.
Dang it, I just fell down there. I tried to do that with a really weird camera because I was too lazy to change it to not being weird, and that cost me.
My triple jump input got eaten, but backed it up.
Alright, so coming up on my end, are we still using my game audio?
Probably.
I'd like verification from chat, because we're about to get to everything. That was weird. Alright, so we're using my game audio because we're coming up on something very important soon. I'm nearing the end of Metro. So everybody, give a warm hello to our friend,
Yo.
the bassist. My game audio is a little bit quiet. Boop.
That's not good.
Alright, I am going on to Luncheon, which in my opinion is probably the hardest kingdom.
Yeah, Luncheon is definitely what I think to be the hardest. Also, we just O-tapped. So that's exciting.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay, I got the first moon without any problems. This is a good start.
Good start.
I don't know what that was. It was just me being dumb.
So, since I have enough coins, I'm going to do a little bit of a route difference where I'm going to Snow Kingdom first because Seaside has a lot of coins to help you get to 100 to buy the second moon, but I already have to buy the second shot moon, but I already have 100.
I don't even remember what this guy's name is.
Spewart the Brutal?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, it was the brutal. See ya, Captain Toad.
And there you go, Captain Toad is officially dead.
Yeah. Unless CatzWitz went seaside first, I don't know if they might have gotten to...
I think he did, yes.
Yeah, then I don't know if they have seen Toad or not. I don't know where they are right now. Oh, and as NES is yelling at everybody in chat to donate, I'd like to point out that the run right after this is going to be Rabi-Ribi, which there is a bid war going on for which costume to use during that run. I believe, last I checked, Succubus costume is winning. So if you want to get in on which costume we'll be playing for Rabi-Ribi, that Cosmowing will be using, that's next run, so you have until the end of this run to get that in. And I don't know how close we are, but there is another bonus run we can get if we get enough money.
Oh, jeez, I am being very dumb.
Oh, I'm so sorry, and I very apologize. Next up is not Rabi-Ribi. Next up we have CatzWitz, who's playing Odyssey right now, is playing Mario Party 2. I'm very sorry.
Better hope he gets that mic fixed.
Yeah. We'll try and deal with it between runs, but that's gonna be... I'm so sorry, CatzWitz. And after that's Billy. Wow, I'm terrible. Okay, don't listen to me ever again.
Okay.
No, wait, I'm still on the wings. That was too close. Wait. Hold up, I'm contradicting myself. Goombas. They're better at running on ice. Nice RNG for the Goombas.
No, no.
There are bid wars. Put money towards them. Thank you. That's my sales pitch. Billy Hatcher's giant egg. The greatest video game ever invented. Alright, nice backup. Alright, wait. That's not the right room.
Alright, what's next? Ruined? I think.
After luncheon, yes, you should be going to Ruin.
Yeah.
Shoot. The Ruin boss fight with that giant dragon that HD is doing right now, that's basically an auto-scroller.
Pretty much.
Just thought I'd say that. You can do these damage boosts to save like a second per cycle, and that's 3 seconds, but like, it's an auto-scroller.
Okay, I am done with Ruined.
Thank you. So right now you may be noticing back in Wooded, I mentioned like taking damage can make moon animations longer because it plays a cutscene of you healing back to full health. And that's really coming into play with my seaside as I'm taking a lot of damage and losing time as I collect moons as a result.
I mean, just like, don't collect moons. There you go.
Eh.
Find a seaside skip.
You're funny.
Skip for every kingdom.
Please.
The only solution.
Nah. I don't want to do the kingdoms. I don't want this game.
Screw this game.
Yeah. I'm only headed to luncheon right now, so. And luncheon, I'm gonna give a hot take. Luncheon is my least favorite kingdom.
Yeah, I hate it too. Mine was decent, I guess. I can count a few mistakes, but overall, decent.
Yeah. One thing I'd like to point out, though, is there can be a little bit of a route divergence in Luncheon because there are two sub-rooms that each have 2 moons. There's a room that involves a lot of fork flicking, and then a room that involves a lot of lava bubble movement. And those are very close together on time, so usually you'll see one or the other, and it won't matter too much. I believe the one with the forks is like a second faster if done right. So I don't know how many, who did, or who's doing what. I'm probably going to be showing off the lava bubble room, though.
What did you do, Con Man?
I did fork flicking.
Sick.
Because I'm not confident in my post-fork flicking movement, really, is the problem. I'm bad at it. The lava bubble's not nice. Or the lava bubbles at that point are not nice. The lava bubble room is nicer for me.
Alright, so I'm coming up to the Topper and Harriet fight. We haven't fought Harriet yet because we'd originally fight her in Sand Kingdom, but we skipped that boss fight due to it being slow in the route.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're seeing her, and I am just messing everything up here. This is what happens. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, please. Mediocre AF. I'm triggering this.
There we go.
Oh, I
Had a little bit of
having
problem
a
with the down
decent
throw.
Topper fight. That whole section sucked.
Nice. Alright, my golden turnip was nice. Everything in this run has been terrible except for my golden turnip. Also, did any of you guys show off turnip clip?
I did not, no.
I didn't.
Dang. I don't know how to do it, but there's a skip that involves using a turnip and skipping a thing in Luncheon.
I'm assuming all of us do bird skip on the Mecha Brutal.
I don't do birdless because I'm terrible at it. I can't get it.
I don't do it either.
Oh, really? I don't know what CatzWitz's time is.
I don't either.
so I may be the only one that does birdless.
It's a very hard strat, so hopefully you do it right when you show it off.
Oh, jeez. Dropped input.
Alright, let's hope the hammer bro is nice and actually breaks the rocks.
Still got it.
Nice enough.
Alright, I am done with the brutal fight. It was decent.
So you're on to the last kingdom?
Yeah, besides the fact that I dropped an input on birdless.
Wow. I'm literally still in luncheon, so... Let's see if I can do this. Nope, no dice. I messed up lava bubble. Alright. So I'm gonna play it safe on this try. I'm bad.
.108.24 is my PB.
Alright, I'm finally... No, no. Whatever. That was weird. Alright.
That's not gonna work. This may work.
You see, Ness, I would submit to your meme and do any % no moon skip, but I'm legitimately concerned that if I didn't do moon skip at this rate, I'd go overestimate.
Oh, jeez. This moon skip's a train wreck.
Yeah.
Really? I've missed it 3 times. and some more fails.
So, Moon Skip, for those who don't know, is a major skip that saves like 4 minutes in the last level of the game.
And it's pretty easy, but experiencing some difficulty here. A lot of difficulty. Okay, finally.
Oh my god.
I don't know what took so long.
What happened?
I bonked on a spiny, bonked on 2 walls, and bonked on another spiny.
Oh my jeez. Alright, so I'm just now entering Ruined.
Ah, come on. There we go. Alright, decent Bowser. I got 2 out of 3 of those hat grabs first try.
Nice. So now you're on to the escape, the final section.
Yep.
I don't know if you're going to be going for shortcut, but...
I'll go for 2D skip, yeah.
Do it. Oh, that's going to be exciting if you get it.
So this whole thing is relatively fast-paced, not much to explain, you just take control of Bowser and find your way out. There's also a little 2D section up here. I'm going to be going for something called 2D skip. It saves about 2 seconds.
Wow, scary.
Right around there. It's not much.
So you got it?
We'll see.
Oh.
Coming up to right about now.
Good luck.
Alright, I got it.
Nice.
So that involves jumping at the perfect time in order to jump under that block.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Final part. Anime becomes real. So you just have to knock down these 4 pillars. And I believe we're only running on 1 timer, so I don't need to say time.
I mean, say it anyway so you know your time, I guess.
Yeah. Alright. And... time.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alright, so I'm gonna go for a strat I've actually not never done before. Because this is what you do.
I pulled up the home menu 3 times now.
Feels bad.
I messed it up. I just tried a strat. I mentioned earlier back in Metro there was a strat I tried to do where I tried to grab an electric pole from farther away using motion controls, and I tried to do a similar thing, except I tried to use a Pokio, which is one of those birds, and I didn't get it.
Well, that was a 109 something.
Nice.
Probably 50. 45. Well, anyway, I hate to bail immediately after my run, but
Are you busy?
I would like to go get food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty hungry myself. I'm gonna need to grab a bite to eat, but I'm still a ways to go. But you did an absolutely amazing job on your run.
Thank you.
So,
Thanks for the GGs, boys.
no problem.
Alright, but I'm gonna head out now. It was
Alright.
fun, and good luck to the rest of you.
Thank you.
Alright, take care.
I'm forgetting gameplay basics here. Of course, this was my last checkpoint.
Three for 3 on Bowser.
Nice. Yeah. I see on stream CatzWitz is very close to the Mecha Brutal, so I wish them luck on that fight. It's a very challenging fight. No, 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 no. Why? Alright, so I know Conman, you're on that last section now.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I'm not 100% sure where CatzWitz is.
Okay, I just entered the zip line.
Oh,
So... time.
congratulations. Alright, so your time, looking at my timer, you got around to 1:16, so that's pretty nice. Unfortunately, we're still having a CatzWitz mic problem. I know CatzWitz is doing a run right after this, so CatzWitz, if you want to see if you can get a mic setting figured out and see if you can hop in, as I know you're close to the end. Don't, like, slow down, though, to do it, because at this rate, just go for it. Oh, I did not. So, a lot of people don't know, using the motion controls with Pokios, the birds, you can get a lot of height compared to normal. So that allowed me to get to the mecha fight rather quickly. And so now I'm onto the brutal. Or the mecha brutal, rather. Alright. Let's see if I can get the strat you saw, everyone else. Oh, jeez. Nope, I'm bad. Alright. So, if you don't get the strat, what you can do as a backup, instead of having to break the legs with the bombs again, what you can do here is, after the first hit, these pegs become available to use the bird for. So I can just climb back up rather quickly without having to worry too much of waiting for the bombs. Okay, I need health. I'm gonna sacrifice a little bit of time on this cycle of the robot shooting bombs and birds to get myself a heart, because I really need it. Immediately take damage. Nope. Nope, not messing with that. Not messing with this. Give me some health, game. Where is the health? There has to be... Oh, there it is. It's on the other side of the arena. This is really scary right now because I'm not doing the mech fight right, so I have to play it safe so I don't die. There's a bird over here. I landed right on a ring, of course. Alright. Alright. Oh no, I missed Topper. Run, okay. I'm having so many problems with this fight. Alright, I just have to get back on top here because Harriet is the last Brutal, and I saved her for last because she's right on... Oh, that was scary. She's right on top of the mech, so I literally just have to do that, and the fight's done. So I don't know where Catz is right now. I'm sorry, there was a bit of technical difficulties with Catz, and I'm really hoping we can get it figured out soon. I have a feeling I'm not winning against Catz. Do you know where Catz is, Conman?
He forgot to get a second moon, so we had to go out of his way to go through the level and get that.
Well,
so he's warping back to the Odyssey.
There's a moon right close to the start. There's like a moon on a railing right at the start, so... It's not too bad if you remember that moon. That moon used to be in the route. That's a thing. Some people will forget backup moons if they forget one in their main route. Like, people will forget old routes, but old routes can make for great backup moons if you remember them. So... I'm headed to Moon Kingdom soon. I'm going to cut it close on the estimate. That's not good. Alright, so the moon. It's in space. It has lower gravity. That's all about it I have to say. I'm gonna do a little trick here. I failed it, but I was trying to grab not one, but two of the speed flowers so the speed would last longer. And now I'm heading to Moonskip. So, it was never explained in detail here, but there's a set of specific jumps you have to do on this wall, and there are visual cues for it. And we're going to skip a cave and save 4.5 minutes. I believe I'm too low. Yeah. That should be perfect. I got it second try. Okay. So I'm headed into the final fight with Bowser now. It's a rather similar fight to the one you saw on Cloud Kingdom. The only real difference is there's a fire-breathing phase in between, and also there's more hats and more death. It's just it's basically the Cloud Kingdom fight on hard mode. That's the best way I can put it. Oh, I didn't know that happened. Alright, now I'm on to the final escape section. I just have to, sorry. Okay. Get him. Alright. So, at this point, I'm at a point where if I go for the 2D shortcut and miss it, I'll go overestimate. So I'm not going to be going for it. You saw HD do it. It saves like a few seconds. I don't know if CatzWitz is going for it or did go for it. I might go overestimate even if I like go fast here. And one thing that's going to be very useful in this last section is if you shake your controller, your motion controls, you get fireballs from Bowser. Those are useful because when we have to break the pillars, we can use the range to have to do less walking around or standing still and slapping in order to break the pillars and reveal the center area. I'm not focused on the fireballs right now, and that's costing me a little bit of time for each pillar. I'm also not doing well on health. I've taken a lot of damage.
I'm pretty sure CatzWitz just finished.
Alright, well, GG's CatzWitz. My timer literally just hit the estimate, and I'm like 10 seconds away from finishing the run. Alright, and... time! Alright. So that was Mario Odyssey. I'm sorry I didn't do so hot, but everybody else did pretty well, so... it was at least a good race from 3 angles. Right now, that was like right on time with how the schedule had it. So we have CatzWitz, who just finished in 3rd place. We're going to look at what's wrong with their microphone, and then we're going to have them set up because they're going to be running Mario Party 2 minigame coaster. I don't know the difficulty off the top of my head, but minigame coaster, so be excited for that. That'll be pretty sweet, and I'll see you later.
Just talk about Billy. Imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all really love Billy. Almost as much as you.
Okay.
Okay, BBC, just switch to